to my YouTube channel, Just a Vision. It is your girl and your daddy here, Jaquel Viola, and I'm back with another motherfucking video. Hey, yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm just being weird as fuck. But you know, before we get into the video, daddy's always got to show you her outfit. So, without further ado, let me stand up and not try to fall down the damn stairs. Alright guys, so I wasn't trying to look super cute today. So I just straightened my hair and I just put on this black hat, and I really don't know why my ears are sticking out of this hat and stuff. It's really irritating me, so I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. But yeah, I got this black hat on, straightened my hair, and then I got this black shirt on, and you know what it says? It says straight out of the closet, because you know daddy's gay as fuck. And then I got on some, what are these called? They're shorts, but they're also, what's the name of it? Swimming trunks. That's what they are, swimming trunks. Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, this is my favorite color, so if you want to get me anything, you know, ship me something, here. And then, you know, I always gotta match my shoes with my shirt. So my shoes are black with orange and pink and blue and purple and all that. Yeah, I've had these shoes actually for quite a while, a few years now, like 4 years. I just don't wear them very often because I feel like I don't have a lot of clothes that match. But yeah, that's my outfit. Oh, you want to screenshot? All right. Oh, like I said, let me not fall down the stairs. Screenshot. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So by the title of this video, it is mental health awareness, #break the stigma. So to begin with, if y'all didn't know, May is the Mental Health Awareness Month, and actually, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't even know May was Mental Health Awareness Month either until I seen it on like my Snapchat filters, and I seen it on like Instagram and on Facebook and all that. So yeah, hooray for mental health awareness. And the reason why I really wanted to do this video though is because I seen that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I am a motivational speaker, and I do, you know, my videos and shit on different like topics or subjects or things that I've been through, and this is one thing that I've been through, so I felt like this would be pretty good. Like, I feel like it just fit together, you know? So y'all know I got my little handy dandy notebook here with everything that I want to talk about, so I'm gonna begin. If you guys don't know what mental health is, it includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. So it basically affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act, as well as, you know, it helps us determine how we handle stress, how we relate to others, and, you know, how we just make our life decisions. And if you have a mental illness, it affects it greatly. And there's many different types of mental illnesses that, you know, go along with your symptoms and stuff. But mental health problems, they can be caused, or not mental health problems, mental health illnesses can be caused by a variety of things. It can be caused by biological factors such as, you know, like your genes, life experiences such as, like, you know, a trauma or a tragedy or just something like, you know, scary. And then also like your history and stuff. So if you know you have family members that have, you know, gone down this path, then you have a higher risk of having a mental health disorder. And the most common mental disorders that I can think of right now would be like depression, anxiety, OCD, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. They have eating disorders, personality disorders. Those are all different types of mental health disorders, and they can be caused by a variety of different things. But then again, we also have this stigma going around, and the mental health stigma is basically like me personally, I feel like the stigma is like, people think that somebody with a mental illness is crazy. They think that we just do this shit for attention. And they just all around think of us as negative people. They don't really know what goes on or what has happened to us, but they feel the need to think. They can't talk. They feel the need to judge us because of how we are, basically, because we're not the same as them. They don't really know what it's like if they've never dealt with it, but they feel like they're superior to us because they have nothing wrong with them. But whatever. So, with that being said, like, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my journey with mental health disorders. I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, bipolar, depressive disorder, anxiety and stress disorder. I feel like there's a few other things. And the reason why I'm making this video and I'm talking to you guys about this is because I feel like I have no reason to hide anything anymore about, my life. I want to be a motivational speaker, so I'm going to sit here, and tell you guys the things that I went through, and I'm going to teach you, or at least try to teach you guys, how to cope with everything and how to try to better yourselves. So with me, like I said, I've dealt with depression, anxiety, all that, and I'm going to give a little bit of background information on depression and all that. So with depression, you feel like you're unwanted, you feel like you're not loved. No matter how many people tell you that, you're still gonna feel like you're not loved, you're not worth anything. You got these little like voices in your head telling you that you're not gonna amount to anything. And honestly, your depression can be caused by bullying, people telling you that you will never amount to anything, people telling you that, you're not pretty because of this, or you're not cool because of that. Depression can come with anything, honestly. Shit happening, in your family life, or this life, or that. Like, depression, it can come out of nowhere. And then with my anxiety, everybody's different with the depression and their mental illnesses. It affects everybody differently. But with my anxiety, I'm not a party person. Like, I'll go to like family parties and stuff and like little kids' birthday parties, but like college parties and stuff where there's drinking and like drugs, that's not really my thing. I don't really like being around a lot of people who are intoxicated, and I don't really know why, because like with my family, they're not really like, my mom and dad, they're not really alcoholics or anything, so I have never had to really deal with like that. But I feel like just knowing that people are intoxicated and that people do stupid shit when they're intoxicated, it scares me and it gives me anxiety. I don't like going into places if they mess up my order. I don't like taking it back in there and having them fix it, because I just feel, I feel like people are looking at me. I've been getting better with my depression. Well, yeah, I've been getting better with that, but I've been getting better with my anxiety as well, because I would, people would ask me to hang out, and I'd be like, all right, let's go hang out, and then, I'd go hang out with them, but during that time that I'm hanging out with them, I'm feeling anxious, like my palms are getting sweaty, like I feel like I'm like choking, I'm suffocating, and I feel like I need to leave. So usually that's what happens. I usually end up leaving, but I've been trying to, overcome my anxiety, because I want to get out there more and I want to be able to hang out with people more and get out there and do stuff. So, I've also dealt with, bipolar, which I'm still dealing with that. For the most part, I'm pretty good. You see, I can be happy, but if you say something or you do something that's gonna piss me off, that's just gonna get me in a pissed off mood. But I have been trying to work on that, because when I get angry, and y'all don't want to see daddy angry, okay? Y'all don't want to see that. So I try not to get mad. I've been trying to, be happy, have a positive spirit. That way I can't put myself in that position. And then, what else? Oh, stress. Stress, that's always going to come and go, because life is just fucking stressful. There's nothing to that. I mean, you can try to make your life less stressful, but it's going to come at any point. But yeah, So like with my depression and everything and me, you know, going through all that, I feel like I've come a long way, because when I was in 10th grade, that's when the first time I went to a mental hospital. I felt as if nobody wanted me, that I wasn't worth anything, and I think a lot of it happened, or a lot of it came after my grandparents passed away, because they were my best friends, and after they passed away I felt like I had nobody. I mean, I still had my mom and my dad, and I had my brothers and my sisters and my cousins, but they were my best friends, and I really didn't have a lot of friends like growing up, because people like to judge you and shit. So my depression got pretty bad after my grandparents passed away. Like I said, I'm not gonna front, I'm gonna tell you everything. I ended up in a mental hospital, but it really wasn't what I expected. I thought it was gonna be like super crazy, but who knows? I mean, maybe it was just the mental hospital that I went to, but it wasn't as crazy as I thought it was gonna be, and it wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be. But I know that my mom put me there for a reason, because, you know, I did try to overdose. I've tried to commit suicide a few times, where I ended up in the hospital, and eventually, you know, my mom's like, you know, this gotta stop, we gotta take you, you need some help. So, you know, I went to the hospital, and I was in there for a minute. Well, I was only in there for like a week, but yeah, I mean, then after that I felt like I was doing better. I was going to counseling, I was taking my medicine and everything, and life was going pretty smoothly, until about the time where I came out as being gay. And when I came out as being gay, I lost a lot of friends. Well, not that I had many to begin with, but the friends that I did have, I lost most of them, because they were all girls, and I grew up with them. And I feel like, you know, when I came out, they just probably thought like, oh, she's nasty as fuck, she wants to be with me. Nah, bitch, like, I have my standards and I have my preferences. If I wanted to get with you, I would have got with y'all a long time ago, but no. But anyways, but yeah, so I lost some friends because of that, and I was dealing with, you know, some family issues or family problems with me being gay and whatever, and that also made me feel like shit, and it made me feel like, you know what, fuck my life, I shouldn't be here, there's no point in me being here. So my depression, you know, started acting up again, and I overdosed again. That time though, I did not end up in the hospital, and that's only because of my mom. Or I went to the regular hospital, but I didn't go to the mental hospital, and like I said, that's because of my mom. And I want to say it's because of my mom, is because she is the one that told the doctor that she did not want them to put me in the hospital, because she didn't want me to hate her again, which at that time, you know, I probably should have went to the hospital. But I thank my mom for not putting me in the hospital again, because I did not like that place, and it was just whatever. But I thank her though, because without her, I guess I wouldn't be where I am today. I was going to counseling and everything, and then I eventually just stopped going. It's not because like I felt like I was doing better, but because of just some shit that happened in my life at that time. But then after that, after some years went on, I finally started to accept myself for who I was. I started to love myself. I still have anxiety when I go to places, but I'm working on that. But like I said, overall, I try to be happy. I try to be positive. Lately, I've been, you know, a little depressed, but that's because just some shit happening in life. But at the same time, I can't keep letting these little tiny things get to me, because I don't want my depression to flare up. And if you have depression or anxiety or a mental illness, you know, they can get better over time, and then out of nowhere something can happen again, and then it just, you know, it makes you fall back into that trap. And I don't want to fall back into that trap. I want to be happy. I want to live my life to the fullest, and just try to teach people and show you guys how to overcome your illnesses and all that. Yeah, well, like I said, it fluctuates with everybody. You could be doing good for a minute, and then something happens, and then you could be doing bad. But you gotta want it for yourself to make yourself feel better, you know? If you know that you are dealing with depression, and if you know that, or not even just depression, just any type of mental illness, if you know that you need help because you are having like suicidal thoughts and all that, and you can't concentrate, you don't want to do anything with your life, please get help. Please get help. Talk to somebody, go to counseling, get medicine, you know, get your moods and, you know, your everything stabilized, because I don't want to hear about people killing themselves on the news and all that. I absolutely hate that. If you know somebody that's dealing with depression or anxiety or any other mental illness, reach out to them, you know, give them a helping hand, tell them that they're not alone, tell them that, you know, you'll try to do your best to help them as much as you can. Know that, or let them know that they're worth it. Let them know that they're not just their illness, that they can overcome this if they have the willpower, the strength, and the dedication to not want to feel like that anymore. Because with me, I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I was tired of being sad all the time. I was tired of hating myself. So I just decided, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck everybody. Live your life to the fullest and just, you know, do what you need to do, guys. Yeah. So I want to break the stigma. Don't be ashamed that you have depression. Don't be ashamed that, you know, you have anxiety. It's just a part of who you are. You know, I mean, you can regulate it, you can help it, but it's just who you are. And honestly, the ones that go through depression and go through anxiety and go through all the deep shit in life, they're usually, you know, the stronger people. And they can usually amount to whatever they want. You just gotta fight for it. You really, really want to fight for it, or you really have to fight for it if you want it. I really can't talk, and y'all know that I always talk, and then I mumble and mumble and mumble, and then I scramble my words up, and I get all fucked up. But yeah, don't let your mental illnesses define who you are as a person, because you're not crazy. Yeah, you might be a little depressed, but okay. Try to work on it. Don't be upset all the time. Try to work on your anxiety. If you think you need medicine, go get medicine. If you think you need to talk to somebody, go fucking talk to somebody. But talk to people that actually care about you. Hit me up, guys, because like I said, I've dealt with the depression and a whole bunch of other shit, and I know what it's like to feel like you're unwanted and worthless, and you feel like you're not any good in anybody's life and all that. So hit me up. Like, you can DM me on Instagram, you can add me on Snapchat, anything, honestly, because I want to be able to help people. I don't want to see another, sorry, I don't know why I keep burping. I haven't even drank or anything yet, or ate anything yet today. Really can't talk. Really can't talk. I don't know why. And now I lost my train of thought, so I'm just gonna move on to my positive quotes. So my positive quotes, one says, mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of, but stigma and bias shame us all, which is so true. We shouldn't be ashamed of our mental illnesses. We shouldn't be ashamed of, you know, who we are, and the things that happen to us. We should, you know, move on from it, or at least try to move on, cope with what we need to cope with, and live happily, or at least try to. Don't be negative about things, and don't be biased. Yeah, because mental illness is just not something that we should take lightly, and it shouldn't be a negative thing, because, you know, it's part of who we are, or at least the people that have it, it's part of who we are. And honestly, if some of us hadn't gone through it, we wouldn't be where we are today. So I'm thankful for, not really, I don't want to say that I'm thankful for my illnesses, but at the same time, I'm thankful that I'm still here today. I'm thankful that, you know, I kind of had those experiences. I just spit everywhere. But I'm thankful that I had those experiences, because without that, I wouldn't be me. My second quote says, mental illness is not a choice, but recovery is. And that's so true. And like I said, guys, it's not a choice to have a mental illness, you know, because some people, like I said, it's hereditary, or, you know, a tragedy happens. Like people that go out to war, a lot of people come back with PTSD. And it's not their fault, you know. They were trying to just go out there and serve for their country, you know, and be, you know, be a stronger person, you know, protect us all. But with that being said, they came back and had, you know, some cons of all that. So it's not, you know, it's not their fault. But if they want to feel better and, you know, try to make their lives better, they need to go talk to somebody, get help. If you're depressed, get help. I got help. I went to counseling. I took my medicine. I mean, I don't really do that anymore, but I'm trying to do things that make me happy and make me not so depressed anymore. And then the last quote says, "You are not your illness. You have an individual story. You have a name, a history, a personality. Staying yourself is the part of the battle." I think that's what it's supposed to say, and maybe I forgot something, but I think that's what it says. Staying yourself is part of the battle. Yeah. Or maybe staying true to yourself is part of the battle. I don't know. I'm going to put the quotes at the end of the video. But yeah, guys. So basically, like I said, you're not your illness. Everybody has a story. I have my story. I've been bullied. I'm not going to go like deep into it, but I've been bullied. I felt like I was worthless. A lot of shit happened to me in my lifetime. And it sucks that it happened. But like I said, without everything that happened to me, I wouldn't be where I am today. I have a story. I have a name, I have a history, I have a personality. I'm me, and I'm not letting my illness define who I am as a person, because I'm trying to be a happy, positive person and live my life to the fullest, and I want to be able to teach you guys how to live your life to the fullest and not let your mental illnesses define you either. And I want you guys to live your life to the fullest. So, yeah, those are the quotes that I have. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. So basically, don't take mental illness lightly. Don't take mental illnesses lightly, because it's not something that should be taken lightly. They're very serious, and it can end up with some very serious consequences. So try to get help if you need help. If you know somebody that you think is dealing with a mental illness, try to get them help. Try to help them out as much as you can, because I don't want to hear no names in the news about people passing away because of this, that, and the other. It's upsetting. Nobody should have to lose their family member to something like this, or a friend, or whatever the case may be. So stay true to yourself. Find ways to make yourself feel better. Find ways to try to make your friends feel better. Hit me up if you need to. Try to stay positive. So if you guys enjoyed this video, or if it helped you out in any type of way, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also don't forget to follow me on all my social media, and Daddy will be back.